Alright, so I'm making dinner. And I'm by myself, so I'm going to try to do this quickly before some fresh hell happens. But, over there in the pot, I got some ground meat cooking. 1.5 pounds of ground meat and some onion just cooking in the pot. And this is some chorizo. And this is Johnsonville chorizo. Now, if you don't have chorizo, you can use whatever you want. You could just use ground meat. You can even just use chicken. You can use whatever meat you want. This is like a, I don't know what to call it yet. It's like a Mexican soup. I can tell you, y'all gonna have to give me grace because number one, I'm by myself, so I'm probably gonna have to be out of camera a lot. And two, I'm just mad as all hell. Hey, Lauren. So my family is just fit to be tied and pissed off about that live last night. But you know what? I didn't know what else to do because I've tried everything. I know a lot of you said, have y'all tried counseling? Yes, girl. Yes. We've been doing that for a long time. It's just getting worse. Together, individually, we do it all. My favorite, though, is that his family wants to be mad at me for that live. But I asked you where were they when I called them and said, hey, can you help me? Can you help me? Can you try to talk to him? Can you try to chill him out? There's nothing there. But I can't say I'm surprised since while he was laying in the hospital, you know, a couple days later, they walk in the room and say, oh, well, we're leaving at the end of the week to go on a bike ride. Okay. I'm going to add this chorizo to this ground meat over here. They did tell me the next day that they decided not to go because apparently I made a face when they told me they were leaving. I told y'all I can't hide my emotions. So, I've been trying to talk to the doctors. The doctors don't seem to care. Alright, we're going to need some green chilies, and it's a matter of taste. And then you're going to need some diced tomatoes. I got, these, but I'm also going to use some Rotel. I should not be back. I'm going to tell you, I'm in no, I got to move this camera closer. I see y'all saying, I'm glad you're back, but honestly, I should not be back because I am not in a good place, and I'm probably going to catch a lot of crap from people for talking too much on my video. You know what? I don't even care no more. I care if people like it or if they don't like it. It's my page. I can do what I want. Let's plug this in over here. Yeah. And I gotta plug this charger in because my phone's about to die. So, yeah, I know that's the problem. Like, you know, people are like, oh, what's wrong? And you know, well, number one, I'm embarrassed because we did have a pretty good marriage before, and now we don't. And I'm also embarrassed because on Facebook, our family wants to act like it's a perfect little family, which, where the hell are they when you need them? Alright, so that's going to take a minute to cook down. Let's get some seasonings out. Oh, I apologize. I did not clean my stove ahead of time because I don't do nothing around here. So, I thought I could handle it, but I guess I can't. And maybe I am having some kind of mental breakdown. Who could blame me? Alright, so we're going to add to that I don't know. I just put in some pepper, and now I got some dried cilantro. Let's put a little shake of that. Every time I use cilantro, it makes me think of my brother-in-law, Wes, because he hates it. Says it tastes like soap. But a lot of people complain it tastes like soap. I love it. So we're going to brown this chorizo and this ground meat together, and I got an onion in there cooking with it. Let's find a little bit of garlic. Lord, I might need to run off and go turn the air conditioner down. Before I pass out. Because it's hot in front of that camera. Do we really need this ring light? Can y'all still see? Let's turn that off. It's too hot. I know you can't really see good in the pot, but I mean, really, it's just meat browning. We know what that looks like, right? Oh, and to the person who started that other page with my picture and has my name, I have people working on it. They're going to find you, and I'm going to sue the shit out of you when I do. So that's your warning. Because sometimes, like one of the admins on that page is cooking with Brenda Gant. That lady, Brenda Gant, did not start that page. The Cooking with Brenda Gant page that started that page is also a fake page. And I think it's bullcrap that people can use my picture of me and open a page that looks like mine and pretend to be me. Because it ain't. And I am a member of that page. I bet you I get kicked off after this live. But if you're smart, you'll kick me off. But I'm going to find you anyways. And I'm going to sue the dog shit out of you. If you're an admin on that page, you better get off. I'm not suing the people that's on that page because half of them are on there and they don't even know it's not my page. How would they know? It's my picture. Oh, Lord, it's hot. That's one thing about having a gas stove is it is hot. Alright, I know it's going to be real fun for y'all, but y'all want to watch this meat brown? I'm going to go cut the air down. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, every day is fresh hell. Every day is fresh new drama. My girls are mad at me. My mama is mad at me. Listen, she don't have no reason to be mad. And I'm going to tell you why. I'll tell y'all the story and you tell me. So I have an older sister. And she's been on the page before. Y'all have seen her. She's obviously mixed, if you've seen her. She's half black, half white. And she is, I'm not going to tell you how old she is, because she might kill me. She's probably going to kill me for this anyways, but don't care. I'm 45, so she's older than me. So, for her whole adult and child life, my mama would never tell her who her daddy was. So, one day she came over here and she was very upset because she tried to ask my mama, and my mama was really ugly to her, and basically she lives there with my mom and dad, and she basically threatened to like kick her out if she ever asked again. She was very upset, and so she was talking to me about it, and I told her, you know, if you really want to know, because in this day and age, if you have a family member that's missing or you are adopted and you don't know where you came from, my daddy did adopt her. So she has a daddy, so there's that. But if you don't know where you came from in this day and age, there's all kind of things you can do to find out, okay? I'm not saying you will definitely find out, but there are ways to find out. So I told her I would help her if she really wanted to know. And so, because she has a job, so she really can't dig in much, you know. This was months ago, too. And she said she did, so found him. She thinks one of my aunts told me, but she did not. I found him through 23andMe. And you know what's the weird thing? Like, they met in Kentucky at the Army base. And he went off to live God knows where. And she went off and did her own thing. And her dad ended up being only an hour away from here. Isn't that crazy? So, she's very mad, and she doesn't want my dad to know who her real dad is. Which means that she's probably lied about it. Which, I hate to tell her, but he already knows. Anyways, so amongst all just dealing with my crap over here, you know, I gotta deal with that too. And I'm telling you, I cannot deal with nothing else. How many of you out there had to find your, I don't know, person, your uncle, your aunt, your dad, your grandma, your mother, were you adopted? You found somebody through one of those things. I know some of you has got to have done that. It's starting to get a little brown here. I'm going to go ahead and get a colander ready because even though this isn't cooked all the way, I'm going to, we're going to let it cook on the stove for a little while. So hold on, let me get a colander ready. But I don't know what her reason was for not wanting her to know. But if she had a good reason, she would say, hey, that, you know, I know who your dad is, but he's a dangerous man. I don't want you to, you know, whatever. That would have been an explanation. But she gave her nothing. And I wouldn't know what that would begin to feel like. To know that you know, you could find out who your parent was, but someone was keeping it from you. Alright, so I'm just draining this meat off. Anyways, now that's all out in the open and she knows who he is, and what she does with that information is on her. But I hope he's a nice guy, and I hope, you know, hope it all works out. And you know what? If he ain't a nice guy, she's 50. So just like, I don't have nothing to do with him. I mean, he's in his 70s, so, I mean, shoot, the best case scenario, he goes another 30-something years. You think I need to watch the replay? Of what? Of this one to see how unhinged I am? Yeah, I would agree. Okay, this is the diced tomatoes I was telling you about. We're also going to add in a can of Rotel. You know, in this day and age, I don't understand why all cans don't come with a pop top. It just seems like that would make life so much easier. Alright, so then in goes the Rotel. I do know another family that found somebody on Ancestry, and that's what kind of gave me the idea. Actually, that family... No, that's... I don't know if they did find on Ancestry. That's a different story. They found out a different way. Alright, these are those little green patch chilies. Chopped ones. So I'm just adding 3 cans of those. Michael? Ethan? You weren't going to answer me?
I'm sick. It's not bad. About to go feed Jen?
Oh, we were just talking about how Kim found her dad. And how your parents don't help. Well, you're not parents. His mom is wonderful. Alright. So let's give that a little stir just to mix that all together. I do this all the time. I'm going to have to find a bigger pot. Because I don't know how to cook. You know, my whole, pretty much most of my adult life, I've had to cook for 7 people. So, shoot. Michael! Surprise, surprise. It's until you can't hear me. He's been bugging me and bugging me. Everybody's like, oh, you need to go. Oh, that's nice, a dried onion. You need to go live. You need to go live. You need to go live. I go live and they're nowhere to help. Imagine that. You didn't hear me calling you?
When?
Yeah.
I was just outside.
I know, right there by the door, and you couldn't hear me.
What do you need?
Nothing. I done took care of it. All right. You know what? I think I am going to add that 3rd can of chilies. Just because I have it. It's right here. And I don't think one more thing will fit in my pantry. So let's add it. All right. Now, we're going to add some chicken broth. Oh, I got that. Can you get it?
Yeah.
Where is your dad at? Why can't he help?
He's probably taking a shower. Just gonna pop it right here.
Alright. So we're going to add some noodles to this, so you kind of need a lot. Well, if you cook as much as I did. I did 1.5 pounds of ground beef. I don't know how many, I can look, hold on, how many pounds of chorizo. Probably at least the same. 2 of these big things of chicken broth. But if that's not enough, you can add water. Alright, so it has that red hue from the chorizo. This is rigatoni. I wanted to use like the fat elbows, but they didn't have them, so I just got another fat noodle. I'm going to put that in there. 1 pound. Let me see how much chorizo that was. 1 pound. Alright. Now we're going to add some cheese. Let's turn that to a medium high. So I bought these little cubed ones because I thought they would melt easier. I don't know why I didn't get shredded. Probably just because I'm not thinking straight. Alright. Here's the other bag. We like cheese, so we use a lot of it. And I'm not done with the cheese. We're also going to add in, Lord, I don't know how to say this name, and it's going to be backwards for y'all. Munster. I don't like my name. Tammy, yes, I do think you'll get it. I don't know when, though. So I have some to ship out tomorrow, too. So they're coming slowly, and I'm going to tell you, they really are lovely, the books. And all of you that contributed, I think you'll be proud. Hope so. But if not, well, I did the best I could. Oop, don't want paper in there. Are you kidding me? Oh, crap. Looked like it, I don't know, it had a weird spot. I wasn't sure about it, so I cut it off. Pinched it off, I should say. I just bought this today. So, all I could find, this Munster cheese is sliced. So, we're just going to go with that. Doesn't have to be complicated. If you don't like this kind of cheese, just use cheddar. You could use Velveeta. You could use cream cheese. You could use whatever cheese you want. This is like one of those throw together meals. You could do whatever you want. Oh, hold on a second. Make sure this don't have no weird spots. I don't see any. You know, that's something that always happens on Thanksgiving. You buy all your groceries and you start cooking Thanksgiving Day, and you find something that looks a little wonky and you really want to go to the store and get another one, but you can't because it's Thanksgiving Day and they're probably closed. Or at least it'll be after the time they close. They usually open half a day. Okay, so this is it. You put the cheese in. I'm going to turn this down to a medium simmer. And, no, look, Miss Evelyn, I had that checked. She asked me if I was going through menopause. And they say no. So, no. I'm going to add a little more water just because those noodles are really soaking that fluid up. All right. Now, I'm just going to let this sit here and cook for a little while. And then when it's done, I'll come back and show you guys. And in the meantime, I guess I'll think of a name for it. I am starting to feel better. It's cooling off in here. Okay. So we're going to let that, I'm going to turn it up just a little bit for a little while. Okay, so we're going to let that cook, and then we'll be back. All right, talk to you later.